So as you all know, they dropped 99 Ken Griffey Jr. in the new BR program, and it is a war zone right now. You would swear my monitors got smell-o-vision. You can feel the sweater. Maybe that's just me. Feeling goes both ways. You want to win these games. Everybody wants to get Griffey and Posada. Not as many people want to get Vita Blue, but there's a way to go about it. We're going to talk about that today. Leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel, and let's talk how to approach Battle Royale and get the most out of your run to get the program done. Because a lot of people don't like this mode. You just want to get in and get your fucking Griffey. So here we go. This is your first round. What should you do? What shouldn't you do? Well, first thing first, you should basically never take a diamond reliever. I can rationalize some gold relievers if your hitting rounds aren't that good. Like 99 Josh Hader, yes, he is max hit 9, max K per 9. But if you've played the game this year, you basically have about 10 pitches before your all arm falls off. I mean, Hader better come with an entire 5-gallon bucket of Icy Hot, or else he's going to be cooked. You're barely going to get to use the guy, so what's the point of drafting him then? Like a minute in bed, 10 strokes, but they're damn good. You'd rather be able to go a little bit longer and have some really good success. Jazz Chisholm, Julio, Gary Sheffield. Now, defense is something always that you can take a hit on. I mean, Gary Sheffield, no one's going to look at this card and mistake him for a good defender right here. He does have 93 arm. He bolsters a cannon there in corner outfield, third base. So your choices between these two, Jazz or Julio. Jazz has the luxury of playing basically anywhere besides pitcher, first base, and catcher, but he can't hit lefties as well as Julio Rodriguez can. So it really depends what you go with. Most people probably have more righty pitchers than lefties, so Jazz won't be as big of a deal. Personally, I'm going to take Jazz because I fucking love this card. Next up, you get your 3 rounds, which are season exclusive for Battle Royale. Here we have Willie Adames, we have Alex Hall right there, Australian catcher who I just found out about yesterday, but I'm very happy I did. Ruben Tejada, and then we got Hiroya Miyagi as well. Alex Hall, he's a catcher as a switch hitter. Switch hitters are so very important because exactly what we just talked about right there. Yes, there's more righties than lefty pitchers, but you never know. The switch hitter, you're always playing into the advantage. Easy pick. Catchers also tougher to find good quality players there. You want somebody good. Again, these are PXP rounds. You know, if you want to complete the program, you got to get the PXP for some of these guys here. Contact hitters are not bad at all this year. You'll notice you do play at some wacky stadiums. You know, you'll be playing at blank canvas, like max elevated 300 foot to left field and make Yankee Stadium look like a damn pitcher's park. But Verdugo, not a bad option. Again, it's PXP. You're going to want to use all 4 of these guys eventually. I'm just going to take Brady Singer because that's who I need. This guy, very interesting. We saw yesterday on stream, he throws dots. He is like Picasso, painting the corners. The problem is he throws at 80 miles an hour, and you're basically throwing batting practice to your opponents there. So Shlomo, maybe not the choice, but again, you got to get PXP with these guys. I would just go, you know, a lot of relievers right here. Pick up Guillermo right there. Now is where it gets interesting. You know what I said about pitchers? Typically, I'm only taking silver, bronze, and common. There's not a big reason unless the hitting round sucks, but this one does not. You got Vlad Jr., Trevor Story, Tony Gwynn. Remember, all cards get quirks this year. The best ones to look for: Dead Red, very important first pitch hitter, breaking ball hitter. Those are some really, really big ones for sure. Also, if you want a bit of an advantage, keep an eye who's a night player, who's a day player. If you have more night players than day players, play your game at night. Pretty self-explanatory. A lot of these guys are up on Inside Edge, which makes Vlad like an easy choice right there. First base, I will say, is a very deep position. You know, if there was a better round right there, I probably wouldn't have taken Vlad because I know I can get like a bronze first baseman. I could get like Rhys Hoskins as a silver, and he's going to be almost just as good. I think power is very, very important in BR. You're playing at a lower difficulty. You luck into a home run. You can knock home 4 instead of a single, which you never know. So home runs certainly do reign supreme. God damn. A pitcher with a bad pitch mix, and again for pitchers, you're looking for sinkers, you're looking for cutters, you're looking with guys with outlier, which means they throw 103 and above. Verlander, not it. Especially starting pitchers, absolutely no reason to take him. Same thing with Ryan Presley. So left with either Honus Wagner or Steven Kwan. Got as much power as a Prius right here. Combine the two of them. I don't know. I guess Steven Kwan, I suppose. That's sometimes you're gonna have tough rounds. You just gotta pick somebody. Here we go with relievers. We got Ryan Brazier right here. He's pretty good. He throws a sinker, which automatically makes him viable. For some of these lesser tier rounds, you're definitely looking for speed guys. You know, you don't have the pitcher in the game this year. You have the DH and BR, so your bench is usually going to be utilized on platoon hitters that are really good against one side or speed kings. You know, you get a double with Daniel Vogelbach. You're not going to want to run him home. Maybe get Corbin Carroll to sub in, but you're going to need relievers. That's going to be very important. We're going to pick him up there. This looks like one of those rounds. He's actually got a pretty good mix. Now, these common pitchers per nines are going to really determine the PCI size and how effective you're going to be. The better the per nines, the easier it's going to be to pitch. However, typically you're at a losing game here. You just got to pick the good pitch mix and hope they do well enough. My general tip for this would be your relief pitchers should not go long. You know what I said? They're here and gone in about half a dozen pitches, so usually try and limit them to like 3 batters apiece unless they're dealing. And if you're winning a game by like 6-7 runs, that is where I would bring in somebody like Chris Mazza. He's not great, so you don't want to utilize your best pitchers at a game that you're already going to win, and vice versa. If you're not on a 12-0 run, if you're just looking for PXP, if you're looking to get the program done, if you're losing by 30, don't utilize your best pitchers. Save them for games that actually matter. Here we go, Rodolfo Castro, perfect example right there. He's got very good stuff against lefties. You're going to need those kind of guys. We do have F. Ross, who's got a good mix. We also have IKF. I'm going to go F. Ross. I really, really do think pitching is super important this year. I'm sure we're going to get somebody just as good hitting-wise, so we're fine on that note. You really want to build up the bullpen and make sure that you get lefties too. Jarlin Garcia, unfortunately, is terrible, so it's not going to do much for me. Adam Ottavino, that's my guy right there. I love this card so much. Anybody with the sinker cutter combo is instantly going to be gross in BR. If you know how to throw those pitches, very, very effective. So instantly, I don't even have to look at the other options, basically. He is going to be the choice for me. Again, a lot of these pitcher rounds sometimes are going to be just terrible. If they have a mix like this, they probably won't be effective. Unless they've got really high hit in K per 9, they're really not going to do a whole lot for you, so you might as well just pick somebody else. He's down 2 on the day, but David VR still is decent enough. If we get into a pinch, he brings in a lefty, we could burn him with him right there. Alex Lange, another good mix. He's got a sinker. He's the choice for me. Mateo's got a lot of speed. You still want to prioritize those hitters, though. You don't want to just take a bunch of commons, take a bunch of bronzes that are not going to do you any good, because you need a good lineup. You need to score runs at the end of the day, too. But this is a beefy bullpen right now. Brandon Hughes, very good lefty pitcher. Again, they're pretty here and far between how many good ones you're going to get. So when you get a good lefty reliever, you might as well take him. You have a sinker. Welcome to the team, my friend. We got Ryan McMahon right here. Also Caprillion, who has a sinker, and he's up on inside edge on the day. I'm going to take him. I'm not really seeing enough hitting rounds that really, really pique my interest, so I will hold off. We got Steven Matz, who's, again, got a sinker. I'm going to take him. You know, we still have 6 silver rounds, 2 gold rounds. I think that we're going to find some fan-fucking-tastic hitters, and there we go, Anthony Santander. Some guys are going to be very tough and are going to grease your whole sideways if you use them in the outfield, and this is a perfect example. He's got 50 reaction, 56 fielding, and 41 speed. You might as well have 2 outfielders out there because he's not going to do you a damn thing. So if we can help it, we're going to try and have him be our DH. Keyword, if we can help it. Here we go. Jorge Mateo. We got him like 4 times. We'll pick him. He's a great utility guy. Can play pretty much everywhere. He's up on the day, and he's got max speed, good fielding. If you can get good fielding on a guy, you might as well take it again. Jorge Polanco, again, you're going to notice the more BR you play, there's certain guys, these lower overalls that you just slap with, and Polanco's that one for me. Sure, there's probably a 50-50 chance on a slow rolling ground ball that he's going to botch it and it's going to go to the outfield. But hey, I'm willing to take that risk. Brandon Belt, premier pinch hitter option versus righties. There we go. Very, very good. Even has the pinch hitter quirk to boot. That makes it tough. JD Martinez. I got to pick him. You know, good hitter. Santander's going to have to play the outfield. Hunter Renfroe. There we go, baby. He's got dead red, which I think is the most important quirk in the entire game. He's up on the day. He's got pretty decent fielding, high arm. If you're not fast, you might as well have arm strength. So he's the pick there for sure. Pretty good draft. Not going to lie. We have O'Neal Cruz. Of course, you can get supercharged cards in here as well, which is going to really help you out. O'Neal Cruz, he faces a lefty, we might as well just bunt. And the guy's got 30 contact, 30 vision, and he's terrible defensively. But you know what? He is a damn good hitter, but so is Eugenio Suarez. This is one of the guys that I just crank with. So I'm going to pick him. You know, I need a little bit of balance. He can play a couple different positions. Here we get into the last couple rounds. We got 1 bronze. We are going to get 1 more hitter, and we are going to get 1 more pitcher. I think the bullpen's good enough, so we're going to make sure that we go ahead and grab the 1 pitcher that's there, and we're going to finish off with a pretty decent round. We got Matt Olson, who is crazy. He's got 5 quirks, unfazed, also one of the best quirks in the game. You want to see pitches. End of the day, that is what you want to do. You're not going to be very effective if you just see a pitch in the strike zone at a 0-0 count, at a 0-1 count. It's a slider down in the zone on the black. There's no reason to swing at it. Wait until they throw you your pitch. Be patient, and Matt Olson is pretty much that guy. There's nobody else that I like here. We'll see. Fielding is going to be a question mark, but let's build the team. Yeah, I'd say we cleaned up pretty well, and this is the exact reason why I chose Jazz Chisholm, because we have a lot of outfielders. We didn't know if there was going to be somebody who could play 3B. Well, guess what? Jazz Chisholm can, and he's one of the best defenders out there, too. Might not be diamond defense in center field in real life, but he is here, damn it. He's going to play 3B, and even our bench is stacked. We have a great righty killer in Brandon Belt. JD can hit both sides pretty well. He's up on inside edge. Eugenio Suarez is my guy. David Villar is good against lefties. Top to bottom, this is good. And Steven Kwan, I know I wasn't super excited about it, but he can pick up the slack. Somebody with a ton of clutch, a ton of vision, a ton of contact. He's going to have a fat PCI, and he's going to get base hits. You know, that is what he's there for, to knock home the runs. You get a guy like Jorge Mateo. You get a guy even like Polanco, who doesn't have that much vision, that much contact. Sure, they can hit bombs. They're very good players, but it can get a little wishy-washy sometimes. Sometimes you do need a little bailout with the big PCI. And pitchers, you know, out of ones that I trust, these 3 starters, not bad at all. Out of relievers, pretty good too. I trust Efros, Lange, Ottavino, Brazier. Brandon Hughes is good. Didn't get the best lefties in the world, but overall, this is a pretty damn good team, and that's kind of how I go about it. There's also great lineup diversification right here. Switch left, right, switch left, switch right. Perfect. It's really gonna mess up your opponent who tries to bring in a righty when you have a string of 3 consecutive right-handed hitters. It's tough to pitch to this team. It's guys that I like their swings, I like hitting with them, and also have good attributes to boot. It's actually a very, very good team. We're going to play it on stream tomorrow, and that's how I do it. That's how I Battle Royale. Again, make sure the PXP guys, if you want to get the program done fast, you're going to have to play them. So Alex Hall, He's a good hitter for one, and two, he's going to get me progress in the program too. So those two things work hand in hand right there, and that's how you do it. That's how you get progress in the program fast. That's how you are going to win BR games and get yourself 99 Ken Griffey Jr. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Does my strategy peel away from you do it all? Let me know your best run in Battle Royale so far and who you're going to pick in this round. Leave a like if you guys did enjoy. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. Think this was out. E8.